There's a type of cheese that experts now call a stroke on a plate. It looks harmless, familiar, and chances are you're eating it every single day. After 60, just choosing the wrong kind of cheese could raise your risk of heart disease, memory loss, and joint inflammation by up to 40%. And no one's likely told you that. Not even your doctor. Based on 12 studies across the US and Europe, we've identified 4 cheeses you should avoid, and 4 others you should be eating weekly if you want to stay healthy, sharp, and independent. You'll learn which cheese lowers blood pressure without sacrificing flavor, another that strengthens bones and improves digestion, and most importantly, the one nicknamed stroke on a plate that should leave your fridge today. Linda, 69, from Ohio, used to cut back on meals because her blood sugar spiked. But once she switched to the right kind of fresh cheese, she started sleeping better. Her joint pain eased up without needing more medication. If you're over 60 and haven't double-checked the cheese in your fridge, this video might just save your health starting today. Why cheese becomes risky after 60. You don't need to give up cheese. What you do need is to choose the right kind, at the right time, in the right way. After 60, your body no longer processes fat and salt the same way it did at 30 or 40. Even a single slice of the wrong cheese can raise your blood pressure slightly. But when that happens every day, it becomes a silent loop that slowly weakens your heart, liver, and joints. Many people still believe cheese is a great source of calcium and good for the bones. But did you know? A single slice of processed cheese can pack up to 400 milligrams of sodium. That's nearly 5 times the safe daily sodium limit for older adults, just from one breakfast item. What seems nutritious could actually be the reason your joints ache every morning. Have you ever felt bloated or sluggish after a simple cheese sandwich? It's not just aging. It's the type of cheese you're using. Processed cheese, especially the prepackaged kind, often contains additives that disturb gut health. And at this stage of life, everything you eat has a deeper effect on your sleep, your heartbeat, and your mental clarity. But here's the good news. Just switching from processed to fresh, lower sodium cheeses can make a noticeable difference. Your digestion lightens. You sleep better. That heavy feeling after meals, gone. Some even report fewer headaches and sharper focus, just weeks after making the switch. Coming up next, we'll reveal 4 cheeses that deserve a permanent spot in your fridge. They're not only delicious, but they also protect your heart, support bone strength, and help stabilize blood pressure. The last one on the list is surprisingly easy to find, stores well, and is perfect for older adults living alone. 4 cheeses you should eat after 60. Not all cheeses are harmful. If you choose wisely, cheese can be a powerful ally for your heart, bones, and memory. First, fresh mozzarella, especially buffalo mozzarella. Unlike the packaged kind, fresh mozzarella is simple. Milk, rennet, salt. Low in sodium and saturated fat, yet rich in protein and essential minerals. A European study found that older adults who ate fresh mozzarella regularly had better vascular flexibility and fewer joint flare-ups. It's also easy to digest and low in lactose. Perfect if you often feel bloated or restless at night. Walter, 71, from Texas, used to skip dinner due to bloating. But after replacing cream cheese with fresh mozzarella, he started sleeping soundly again within 2 weeks. If you want better sleep without skipping dinner, try mozzarella with tomatoes and olives in the evening. Second, feta, a lightly salty cheese made from goat or sheep milk. Feta is packed with probiotics, the good bacteria your digestion and immune system love, especially if you're on medications. A small amount goes a long way in helping you feel lighter, more satisfied, and more energized. Worried about sodium? Rinse it under cold water before eating. It can cut salt content by up to 30%. If you struggle with bloating or low appetite, add a sprinkle of feta to your lunch salad. Light, but satisfying. Third, Swiss cheese, the one with holes and a mild nutty flavor. It's actually one of the lowest sodium cheeses available, just 54 mg per ounce. Even better, it contains vitamin K2, which helps calcium go to your bones instead of clogging your arteries. It's nearly lactose-free, high in protein, and gentle on your digestion and blood pressure. If you're watching your blood pressure, swap out cheddar for Swiss in your morning sandwich. Your heart will thank you. Finally, goat cheese. Creamy, smooth, anti-inflammatory, and easy to absorb. Its short and medium-chain fats are processed quickly by your liver, No heavy feeling or fat buildup. It's low in lactose and casein, making it a great option for sensitive stomachs. Carol, 68, from Oregon, used to get mild headaches almost every afternoon. After switching from cream cheese to goat cheese on her toast, her headaches vanished. She even said her mind felt sharper every morning. If you often feel foggy in the afternoon, try goat cheese on whole grain toast. Gentle yet nourishing. These 4 cheeses aren't just tasty. They're a natural way to support your health without relying on medication. Every bite is a step toward greater independence and better quality of life, and they're all easy to find at most U.S. grocery stores. 4 cheeses you should avoid after 60. Not every cheese is your friend. Some look harmless, familiar, but quietly wear down your heart, liver, and memory, one bite at a time. First, American cheese. Those thin yellow slices often found in grilled sandwiches. Truth is, it's not real cheese. It's a mix of shredded cheese, salt, food coloring, emulsifiers, and preservatives. Each slice carries almost 15% of your daily sodium limit. Mark, 70 from Kansas, thought his high blood pressure was genetic until his doctor asked about breakfast, and he realized he'd been eating 3 slices of American cheese every morning for a decade. If you eat this cheese regularly, check your blood pressure and try cutting it out for just 2 weeks. Second, blue cheese with its strong smell and veined mold. It may feel gourmet, but it's loaded with tyramine, a compound that can trigger headaches, spike blood pressure, and disrupt your heart rhythm. Ever felt lightheaded, flushed, or had your heart race after a fancy appetizer? That's not just aging, it might be your cheese. Blue cheese also risks carrying Listeria bacteria, especially if it's unpasteurized or not stored properly. Margaret, 67, from Florida, once had unexplained diarrhea after a party salad. It turned out to be Listeria from improperly stored blue cheese. If you live alone or keep cheese in the fridge for weeks, blue cheese is best left off your plate. Third, cream cheese, soft, spreadable, and popular for breakfast. It feels light, but it's low in protein, high in saturated fat, and prone to bacteria when left out too long. Sweetened versions, with honey, fruit, or nuts, combine fat and sugar in a way that quietly spikes inflammation and blood sugar. If you often feel sluggish, foggy, or sleepy after breakfast, cream cheese could be the silent culprit. You don't need to skip breakfast. Just swap it with a fresh, high-protein cheese. Lastly, processed cheese spreads, the kind in tubs, jars, or tiny foil triangles. This is the one experts have nicknamed a stroke on a plate. Why? Because it's loaded with synthetic phosphates, trans fats, artificial flavors, and sky-high sodium. The National Kidney Foundation reports that synthetic phosphates can accelerate kidney decline in older adults. James, 74, from Michigan, began dialysis earlier than expected, partly due to the cheese spread he'd eaten daily for 5 years. If it's in your fridge, let today be the day you choose to remove it and protect your future. These cheeses won't harm you overnight, but every bite is a quiet step away from the health and independence you're trying to preserve. And if staying independent, without pills or caregivers, is important to you, the first step might be as simple as cleaning out your fridge. How to choose the right cheese and eat it safely. Knowing which cheeses to eat and which to avoid is the first step. But more importantly, it's about how you choose, store, and enjoy them every day. When was the last time you read the label on your cheese? If your answer is, I'm not sure, this is your moment to take back control with just a few simple habits. 1. Easy label check. The 5 no's. No additives. No artificial color. No fake flavors. Not too much sodium. No flashy promises. A good cheese label should include just milk, rennet, and salt. If you see phosphate, preservatives, or flavoring, put it back on the shelf. 2. Quick trick to reduce salt. Even healthy cheeses like feta and Swiss can be salty. Rinse them briefly under cold water for 30 seconds. You can cut up to 30% of the sodium without losing flavor. One small habit, but very few people do it. 3. Store smart, eat smart. Large cheese blocks spoil quickly when opened repeatedly. Instead, slice them into small portions, wrap individually, and freeze what you won't use right away. Richard, 73, from Seattle, shared, "Once I started freezing small portions of cheese, I stopped wasting food. And no more surprise stomach issues either." 4. Sample meal plan. Simple, nutritious, no cooking needed. Morning. Whole grain toast, plus 2 slices of Swiss, plus a few apple slices. A glass of warm water or herbal tea. Lunch. Mixed greens plus grilled chicken plus rinsed feta. A slice of rye bread or brown rice. Evening. Tomato, fresh mozzarella, basil and olive oil. Fresh fruit, like kiwi or blueberries. Snack instead of cream cheese. Toast, plus goat cheese, plus boiled egg or avocado slices. 5. Keep good cheese on hand, and eating right becomes effortless. Switching from the wrong cheese to the right one might be the simplest change you'll ever make, but one with the most noticeable results. Within just a few weeks, you may notice less bloating, deeper sleep, less joint pain, and best of all, you feel in control again of your meals, your body, and your independence. The right cheese can mean the right life after 60. You don't have to give up the foods you love. You just need to choose wisely, because every slice of cheese isn't just about taste. It's about your heart, your joints, your memory, and the independence you work hard to keep. You may not control your age, but you can control what's in your fridge. You can control how you start your mornings, and you can absolutely create big change from one small shift. When James removed cheese spreads from his breakfast, he didn't just lower his blood pressure. He lowered the anxiety of every blood sugar check. He felt more in charge, less dependent on pills, and, in his own words, younger, not in age but in spirit. Now it's your turn to choose. Keep what makes you stronger. Let go of what's silently holding you back. Take a look in your fridge tonight. Pick one cheese to change, just one. And if you want more foods that strengthen your heart, bones, and brain, head over to our Senior Health Tips playlist. It's waiting for you, because no one can care for you better than the version of you that decides today